if they can just dodge fights as a whole and get PL relatively farmed, he still matches up decently well against Terrorblade. I think that the hero they have to keep protected is probably Death Prophet. She's the one that's going to be the most vulnerable in the early mid game. So I feel like if she has a decent enough game and Magnus does his hit creeps thing while amplifying Phantom Lancer, I think Phantom Lancer is going to be able to carry the game. So I think Beast Coast has a better shot, but I'm not 100%.
Oh, it sounds like you're sitting on the fence now, too. They just called out Alvaro for that.
I do love sitting on the fence. It's a lot safer. Yeah, for sure.
Well, I'm interested, too, especially with that Darkseer being in play. Being able to get that extra health with the Ion Shell talent is pretty cool, but we'll see.
It'll be nice, but I just don't know if it's going to be enough. That's all.
Fair enough. Well, looks like they're going to be able to go and grab themselves a couple of these runes. Dismar being placed in that disruption. Hector walking on over, grabbing himself up that other bounty rune. So a lot of these runes going over to the side of Beast Coast. In fact, all of the runes going to Beast Coast.
It's 4? They got 4. Okay. Somebody died? I don't care.
Yep.
I don't care. Give him 300. He already got an extra 80. How do you catch up?
Carefully.
What a cute little tiny. Those are some big eyes.
I don't like that one as much. You are really into
eyes.
these big anime eyes. My goodness. I like the one where he looks like a toasted marshmallow. Level 1 tiny with the tree is like the most adorable thing. Quite honestly.
So can
Looks like they'll get a
on the
little bit of
trees?
damage. Trying, but not quite. Ooh, he even gives him the give me that high five too. He's feeling himself over here.
Do you ever abuse the people that ask for a high five and you just keep attacking them or anything like that? You ever do that?
Do you mean refuse to give them the high five?
Yeah, it's like they give you a high five before bounty runes spawn and I just cast my spells on them and attack them like 3 times. You ever do that?
You are a monster.
No? Okay. Well, I'm not here to high five. I'm here to trade hits.
You're still a monster.
But not high five hits. Okay, that's fair. Laning stage so far is looking... Oh.
Kara? No, not with the cogs up. Looks like he's going to be able to walk away here.
I mean, killing Clockwork with 2 melee heroes does not sound easy anyway, so...
They're definitely applying the pressure, for sure. Another disruption coming out. Just try to push Dismar back, trying to make sure he can't come anywhere close to Hector. Making sure that they can secure up this farm.
Oh, is he going to get the courier with those illusions? No. It was a little bit close. Courier. Okay, they didn't do as much damage as I thought they would. It was close though.
Friends, let us skirmish.
Just trotting off.
Friends, let us skirmish.
And Mr. Gene's proving that this is indeed his best hero and he can make things happen on it. I am going to say I don't like J. Murray Death Prophet. I've seen it a couple times. It's been a while, to be fair. But I don't feel like this is one of his better heroes.
Yeah, it could be like one of those heroes too that doesn't feel like it fits very well, but for the player, but it fits well with the team, and you can get forced into playing it sometimes. So that could be part of the reason as well why he maybe is getting solo killed. He's doing a little bit worse, quite a bit worse in the mid lane actually. 7 last hits behind on the Viper now, which is not going to be fun.
Still feel just trying to mess around with that Terrorblade a little bit, but yeah, J. Murray's got to be very careful.
On the bright side though, even though he might not be doing excellent here, he's going to have really good defensive things sitting behind him between a Shadow Demon and a Earthshaker and a Magnus. So even if he's a bit behind in net worth, they can definitely still get some big kills.
Dismar's looking to make a play here. He's just going to get himself a little snack first.
A Lena cookie, I think.
Yeah, that's a spicy cookie. Schofield top lane, getting harassed by Kara. Just, you know, clockwork things. Trying to be as annoying as a little robot can be. But no moves over onto mid lane. That's a completed Tranquils, though.
Yeah, he wanted to run in and go for the kill, but there's an observer ward there that spotted him standing there, so that's why the scan came out just now. See if he's still there. It's now shown bottom.
Oh, he tried. He was trying to go for a toss back, it looks like, but Stinger just a little bit faster with pressing those buttons. Do get the toss up. Not sure, though, if they'll be able to get this kill on Stinger. No, in fact, they'll be able to go take down the Darkseer. They'll find the kill afterwards, but Hector getting a double kill is not what you want to see if you're on the side of G-Pride.
Yeah, that was a really sick play by Stinger, actually. I thought he was standing a little bit too aggressively, but the important distinction was that his Shadow Poisons hit both hero every single time, and because he was the guy they were going to go on, they're still going to be clumped on him. So getting a huge Shadow Poison pop and giving Hex that double kill is a great start to this game, despite the fact that Death Prophets died twice now.
They share my thought,
Are scanning.
but not my.
So the mid lane clearly being won by Mr. Jeans. Bottom going more towards the side of Beast Coast with that trade. How is the top going, though, I guess is the question for me.
Pretty even, actually, so which I would say is a negative for TB here. Magnus is doing fine. TB's doing okay, but he's not doing Hector fine, dude. He's not even close to what Hector's net worth is at the moment. So I would say it's looking pretty okay for Beast Coast right now. Viper killed
Like
the Earthshaker.
Schofield was looking maybe to secure the 5-minute runes, maybe get a gank off, but we'll run directly into that Viper. You don't want to be feeding a Viper. Stinger sitting very low. He's going to get taken out. Dismar now running away. No mana left over on Hector, else I think he might have tried to go for a Spirit Lance and get that kill, but Whisper getting poked away by Kara. Oh, cheeky. Cheeky Whisper.
I'm surprised he followed him so far. That was very clearly he was not gonna make it, but whatever. However he wants to spend his time. Tough for Death Prophet now. Like, Death Prophet's gonna have issues in this matchup, basically, because he had some last hitting troubles. He went for more... Let's play a game of musical chairs right before Death Prophet dies, because she's definitely not getting a chair.
All right. Come on, guys. Show me what you got.
No one's gonna play it. No one's gonna play. Look. Oh, everyone lost. Wow. Who knew?
I'm so disappointed.
It's fine. It's fine.
Is it, though?
It
It doesn't feel fine to me.
I mean, it's just tough for Death Prophet to play this 1v1 because Viper does so much amplified damage that Spirit Siphon is not going to keep you alive through the trades, especially not the first couple levels where you only have one Siphon. So, good last hitting for Viper. He's done a good job, and his net worth is actually not that far ahead of what Death Prophet has. He's got about 200 more gold. So, like when he kills the Earthshaker, for example, it's an extra salve. It's a little bit replay of that kill. Look at this. 3 beautiful stacks. 4 beautiful stacks. That was some good damage.
Was indeed.
I only wish he could have lived for both kills. That would have been sick.
It's like the Terrorblades reconnected. I can't tell if it's Argius or Argius. I'm not sure how that pronunciation's supposed to go.
That's Terrorblade, I think.
Thanks, Purge.
No problem.
J. Marie has had enough. He has just been poked and prodded too many times. It's going to be another kill. There's 3 heroes.
Oh my god. Was that toss necessary?
But it was fun and
dead.
style points.
Yeah, I think he's very dead.
And Mr. Jean still gets the kill, so, you know, why not? I mean, probably not the best efficiency of using your mana, but, you know.
Yeah, probably not.
You got to feel useful.
This looks like a dead Darkseer to me. Even if he surges, he gets disrupted. Unless he jukes Envision. He's got a raindrop.
Are they going to be able to get this? The 5? No. And there he goes.
Raindrop was definitely nice to have there, though. So that was a good attempt. He did everything he could to stay alive there, but...
See you later, nerds.
Like, the networks are not great.
I'm nervous here. J. Marie is known to be a tilter. I hate to say it, but they are putting so much pressure on him, and it almost feels like they're just, yeah, he's going to try to buy a little bit more time
he's
for
healing a lot.
Prophet. Not sure, though. There's the silence thrown out. Can they find this? They'll be able to finally take down Mr. Jeans, but this is still going to be a dead Death Prophet. Dismar now trying to juke into the trees. The toss back. Oh, but the charge from Whisper. They want to punish this. There's it is. There's the kill on Dismar. Kara trying to get away. Shockwave will finish off his life, though.
That was
Little
excellent. Only downside.
Terribly.
Well, the only thing that's rough is that they're going to have to walk back to the top lane, but that was completely worth it. They get the kill back on the Viper, at least. And they killed him before he died. That disruption was perfect. It's 2 Spirit Siphons up. It still does damage and heals you while you're banished to another realm. And really good counter punish there.
Where do you think he banishes them to?
I'm sure Slacks would know.
Probably. Jenkins would just say something like watermelon related, probably.
Yeah, most likely. Interesting skill build for Magnus, going for 3 points in Shockwave. It's very common for Mags to max out in power first, especially with melee cores, but maybe hoping to win his lane a little bit better. It's definitely more effective against TB for sure. TB's raw HP is not very high, even though his armor is good, so having a strong nuke is pretty effective.
Dismar. I don't know why Hector went back in on that.
Possibly was hoping a disruption, but when your model gets thrown in the air like that, it's a lot harder to get clicked on. And there's like a small little window there where if the disruption comes out, maybe they kill Tiny, but definitely a big mistake by Hector. I mean, he's the most farmed hero in the game, and he just threw away a lot of experience towards Tiny.
Right. Well, Whisper pushing this wave forward, trying to start putting pressure on it so that way they can start to take over the jungle. Pretty standard stuff here, but yeah, Hector's top net worth 3.8k, whereas the Terrorblade sitting at 2.9. Smoke being used though. Oh, again, J. Marie getting jumped on by the Viper, by Dismar. The only thing that's missing this time is the Clockwork. It's a good Fissure coming out from Scope with the toss right back into the loving arms of Mr. Jeans. Has got to make you feel bad. Does buy out before dying though, gets himself those drums. And now Schofield trying to gallop away from Dismar and Mr. Jeans, the gang squad extraordinaire. Oh no. And over around the corner is Kara, so no matter where you go or where you try to run to, you're just getting sandwiched here by these three.
Took some time for Schofield to throw his Fissure there, but there weren't a lot of good options is the issue, because if he Fissure blocks the Viper like he did, then he just gets tossed back over the Fissure anyways, which doesn't really help. So that's why he hesitated so much, because it just weren't really good decisions. Like, there wasn't a good option for him. The Viper is real farm though. Where is this?
In the middle.
Viper is no longer as farmed.
Nope. And some damage is going to be placed on this tower. They don't have a creep wave, luckily, just yet, so just kind of keeping his distance as much as he can.
It's kind of cool what Whisper did, though. Yeah, he might be in trouble. Oh, good choice on the run. That drum usage was going to help keep him alive here. But the Whisper maxing Shockwave, ganks made with the Skewer, and they end up just killing the Viper really easily, which is a lot more than Magnuses normally do. But on the downside, that Hector's going to have less farm because he's not going to have all the Empower levels. But he's doing so good anyways, I don't think it matters. Ooh, rough Fissure
probably
there.
What they're thinking too. I don't know. I think they're still going to be able to get the kill on Dismar.
It's looking
Does get
pretty
some toss
likely.
off. Yeah. So, you know, maybe a little bit off on that placement, but still, the end goal was the same, right? Still managed to get the kill, so it's a bit forgiving. There's the banishment again, though. Whisper and Schofield waiting nearby, throwing down the Fissure. And they'll just push them right back again with those cogs. J. Marie's here, though, too, with the Spirit Siphon. And Stinger will collect.
That was a really good attempt on the TP. It's pretty close. Viper pressuring bottom now. Unlikely that they go defend this. PL's not going to want to be here. Viper's items looking pretty normal. Likely going to be Dragonlance into drums, I guess. Just generic stats is the way to go on Viper usually. And Darks are aiming for Mech to keep his team alive. TB's net worth is pretty significant. It's pretty far behind where PL's is though, so I don't know if TB's necessarily going to have an amazing game. Might need a good fight.
I'm worried that Mr. Jeans did really well in his lane, obviously. You know, they managed to go and gank J. Murray, what, 3 times? Pretty much. But I'm a little concerned. Toss up with Schofield? No. Oh, he's going in, though. He's got the Echo Slam. Is he going to be able to get a solo kill? Schofield, God. Oh, Dios mío.
He knew, dude. He's like, come on, I'm ready. That moment when the Earthshaker runs at you is so...
Oh. So many creeps there too. Oh, Schofield.
And illusions. Oh, what a big play. But what a huge mistake by TB. TB's like, oh, I can maybe kill you. But he just walked in.
I hear a hook shot. Nope, let's not have connected, but they do have...
I don't see a hook shot.
Look at this, look at this. Dismar is just like, okay, you know, but look at the creeps. Here come the creeps. There's the... Oh, God. Oh, no.
All right, Darkseer died. Doesn't matter. What really hurt the Terrorblade there was the transformation time. He used transform in that same moment. He wasn't anticipating the Earthshaker to move forward, and then he turns to run. He's now slower. Big Echo Slam.
Think of beauty. Okay, there's the Avalanche. We'll land on 2 heroes and manage to take down Whisper very quickly. Holy smokes. And they'll chase after Stinger. He might end up being the sacrificial lamb. Schofield's nearby, though. Does he have a Fissure? Target changed. Kara gonna try to use that battery assault, but they walk right into the triangle, and this is Hector's land. You can't be here, so they'll force G Pride out.
That felt like a dead Earthshaker to me if the cogs does not miss there, but a little bit incorrectly used. What items does Magnus have actually? I was surprised he died so easily that burst, but I don't think they have hook, right? Oh, they do actually. Yeah, no survivability items. No wonder he died. He did have a raindrop, but no bracers, anything like that. Just one.
It's only so far that raindrops can take you.
Yeah. It's effectively 90 HP, basically. Which is good, but bracers about the same, I suppose, but just a little too much damage. So they're going to take in tier 1 towers. Yeah, that part's really nice too. So G Pride very good at taking towers, but I'm just getting worried about them considering how much impact there will be from all the support lineup on Beast Coast. Every hero on the Beast Coast lineup feels really, really effective at like all stages of the game, and they're all pretty dynamic. But I just don't feel as much coming out of necessarily Tiny potentially. Sometimes Viper can have a lot of issues as well, just feeling effective.
Well, there's the toss of the Viper over to Stinger, immediately following up with that banishment, but Stinger doesn't look like he's going to survive this. There's just too many people down here.
Uses his spells in case his allies want to show up, and they're just going to walk over instead. Smoke is used, though.
Ooh,
no Blink Dagger.
They see Valky. Uh-oh, Whisper? Whisper, careful, friend. He does manage to get the skewer, not quite underneath the tower range. But it's a full-on invasion coming out here from the side of G Pride. J Murray hiding in the tree line. I'm not sure. Do you? Oh, the hook, but it doesn't. It lands over on the Death Prophet. Whisper, he's here. He's trying. They manage to go. They find the kill. They take down J Murray. They take down Kara. Spiffering forward. RP comes out, plus the wall, though. And there's the Echo Slam coming through as they take down Dismar. They take down Mr. Jeans, and only Valky is the sole survivor of the great massacre that Beast Coast just brought out there.
Like, other than Vacuum Wall, what is the team fight that G Pride has? It's like hook shot, Avatoss, Vacuum Wall. That's it. Everything else is just raw damage, basically. Whereas on the other side, they've got Echo Slam. They've got RP. Shadow Demon can save people that get gone. Like, imagine if Shadow Demon's standing behind Death Prophet as that fight starts. It's not even close then. Death Prophet gets disrupted, they turn and still take that really good fight, and then everything's easy. So it still went okay for G Pride, but that wasn't an ideal fight for Beast Coast, and it was like closer towards ideal for G Pride. So I'm worried about them as this game continues and as PL becomes more and more difficult to fight. Catapult.
I mean that. Oh. Did you watch the game with Eternal Envy playing Tiny, and he built no attack speed and then picked up oh god, what was it?
See you later, nerds.
Hold that thought as we watch the replay here.
This fissure
look
from
at this.
Schofield was really big, actually.
Right
Set
on
up
top.
the easiest RP.
Mm-hmm.
And then actually the vacuum is bad there. Push Schofield close to him. Once again, getting catch behind the tier 2, but
I feel like we just saw something very similar to this, but Kara chipped away by Hector. Nice fissure coming out from Schofield will block off the exit for Dismar as he will fall. And there's a Blink Dagger picked up for Whisper, so he's already effective even without it. It's going to become a lot scarier for G Pride to take these team fights now.
And normally it's very difficult for the raiding team to defend behind the towers like that, but if you have good vision, it can be a bit easier knowing what the big threats are. SNY rush for Terrorblade. He's going to go Butterfly next, and Death Prophet having a rougher game, but I feel like she's generally stabilized enough where it's going to be okay. Terrorblade's net farm is really starting to catapult up, but there's no way that PL doesn't just farm faster with Manta Style and with Empower, in my opinion. This could be dangerous, though. He's okay.
Valky's thinking about it, but I guess that's my issue is you've got this Viper who did very well early on, but he is single target. I mean, you do have that Nether Tox you can drop on the ground that affects a couple units, but it's just not the same in comparison. And I think that's a huge problem for them. Like you mentioned, where's their team fight?
It's very common to be like the Viper needs to be like the tower of damage, basically, but he doesn't move very fast, and ideally the fights happen like right on top of him so that he can be in position to be tanky and stuff like that. But it's hard otherwise. His net worth was so high at the start, but now look at it. It's completely falling behind where everybody else is. Because his farm, his ability to farm is just not going to be the same.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, less than 1k net worth lead towards the side of Beast Coast currently. And it definitely feels very balanced in a sense right now in terms of, you know, the amount of land that each of them have with the map control and just the way that they're playing. But once Hector comes out, I think it's going to be very scary. Especially if they decide to go for the full 5-man. See some movement. Looks like they're getting in position down at the bottom, feeling like maybe they're gonna try to take that tower. They do see Schofield though, so it's not like he's being particularly sneaky. Smoke coming out from the side of Beast Coast though. This could be a big engagement here.
Yeah, it's really cool to see them fighting into the jungle like this. They must feel really confident with their... Right now, we're not spotting anybody in the trees. Dire uses a scan, but it's actually only illusions that they spotted, so they might misread from that. It actually was kind of helpful for them that they scanned those illusions because it made them think that the enemy team was there, and really it was just illusions heading to the top lane. So slightly lucky for G-Pride. Stinger going to put a ward here most likely to help spot people.
Risky.
There's...
Kara spots them, but...
I don't think Kara spots him, no. It's nighttime.
You don't think so?
He didn't see him. No.
Oh, because the smoke broke, so I wasn't sure.
The smoke ran out.
Perhaps. Oh, it ran out. Okay, I thought.
Yes.
All right. Got it.
Very good when you're playing support to move up like that in like parallel to the rest of your team that's pushing a lane and to get wards next to it because that's where everybody's going to be standing to help defend against those pushes. So they'll push forward, they'll take the tower, which is a nice little advantage for Death Prophet. This shows that they're very happy to fight at this point, which makes sense. PL's got good net worth. Death Prophet has BKB, so she basically doesn't have to worry about anything other than TB Metamorphosis. Everyone else, other than like doing a lot of burst damage before she gets BKB off, she's not in threat of dying at this point in the games. And Earthshaker now's got Ags as well, and that's the support. So think how scary the Echo Slams are going to be now. It's going to be really easy for him to get on top of the TB. If he gets caught by Clockwork, it doesn't matter. He just jumps out. There's a lot of good things going for Beast Coast right now.
Dismarv ending up over on top of this ice spot. He really can't do anything here. Whisper says, I'll help get you down. Not in the way that you want, but...
From downwind.
Smile. Jump forward from Schofield. Just showing off his shiny new toy. And I'm sure the side of G-Pride is like, oh no. He's got the Ags finished up. He's going to be an even bigger issue than he already has been.
Almost Heart for PL. We don't see Heart too often these days on Phantom Lancer, but I think it's a really good choice this game, just because of there isn't that much burst damage on G-Pride. If he doesn't get chain stunned and chain bursted in that moment, then he's going to be able to doppelgang out, and he should be able to heal up afterwards pretty easily. So I think Heart is a really good choice this game when there aren't that many threats to him. He's not going to be able to TB for a long time because he's going to have more HP and no True Strike against the Butterfly, but I like the Heart in this case just because of how safe things are and because he's got Empower as well to farm, so he doesn't have to worry about slowing down because he spent all this money on a Heart.
Dismar in the mid lane, but again, Stinger playing right where he needs to be, right behind J. Murray. Might be able to turn this around and get a kill. They throw out the silence, trying to back everyone else out, and he does try to use those Guardian Greaves to get away, but it's just too much. Too much slow, too much damage, and just not enough escape. Look at Valky, he's so fast, but...
And he couldn't even Surge him because he was Demonic Purge, which would have dispelled the Surge right away. So the Shadow Demon is feeling really effective so far in the last 2 games especially.
I like how they keep stealing the Terrorblade illusions for themselves.
Yeah.
As well,
Stinger's
very
like, I want to farm too.
Everyone else has cool items.
Exactly.
Ooh, Valky?
Oh. Schofield just
Very
almost getting a solo kill. That's Essence Ring save right there. I didn't even hear the jump or the explosion.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Going right back in again. Hector just backing off, doesn't want to play in that nether toxin. Drag right back in though. There's gonna be exorcism coming out from Jamer. He's got that BKB. He's gonna try to fight Mr. Jeans over here on the back lines. Kara is gonna be the first to fall. Skewer coming out here from Whisper plus the RP. They're just doing so much damage. They'll be able to go down, take down Mr. Jeans. The silence coming out as well, as that's a double kill thanks to all of those lovely ghosts from the exorcism. And do they see anyone else back here? No.
It's such a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation for TB. Like if he buys BKB to protect against the silence, then PL kills him. And Viper bought BKB, but it doesn't matter because he just dies to PL and the exorcism spirits. So then he goes Butterfly to be safe, but boom, gets silenced at the right moment, doesn't get Sunder off, still does some things, but even his Metamorphosis wasn't very effective. He turns Meta on, he's like, I'm gonna kill this Earthshaker, and Earthshaker's like, see you later, dude. Just jumps away. So like that Ags rush on Schofield was really smart here. Watch to the right, Schofield's gonna get separated. The TB is gonna show up, it's gonna look really good for TB. He's like, I'm gonna kill you. Jumps away, he realizes he's wasting his time. Viper is just getting destroyed by illusions. They all get RP'd together. Once Viper's out of the fight, it's just cleanup.
Very tidily done by the side of Beast Coast. So what's the next moves then, I guess? I mean, you want to make sure that your Terrorblade is farming, but it just feels like there's very limited solutions for how he can actually be super efficient now with what his team has going on.
I mean, he's going to do typical stuff, push out lanes, continue farming. The difficult thing with TB is that you don't have good disable. Oh, good choice to go on the SD here.
He's got a Scorch Staff though. Oh, the follow-up though. Nice avalanche slowing everybody down, and the Echo Slam coming out. But where's the follow-up? Where's the damage? Stinger slowly getting clicked down here by Mr. Jeans. J. Murray throwing out the silence. It doesn't feel like he really wants to go in, but Whisper again nearby. Looks like they might be able to go get the kill onto Kara. Schofield jumps on in. Mr. Jeans popping that BKB. He wants the kill on Stinger, and he's going to be able to get it. Doesn't. Oh, and they managed to get Schofield too. That was very close, but Hector on the back lines finds Valky, and they're going to be able to go push back over on Dismar. He's silenced up, and there's the damage. It's a double kill now for Hector.
Really well played by Viper as a whole. I was happy with how he did that, getting out as well, but the rest of his team getting cleaned up in the meantime. That was basically the best thing that we're going to probably see Viper do all game, because he's just so restricted in most moments. Good plays by Beast Coast, though, to buy time and to give them enough moments to show up with and hit the backlines.
I like the atomization coming out too from the side of Beast Coast. I believe they have multiple force stabs at this point to try to get out of the nether toxin, get out of cogs and whatnot. So very important. And also in case Whisper's Blink does get disabled or whatnot, he does have another option to get in there very fast.
Full Shadow Blade for the PL now. Sometimes we do see this build. A Silver Edge, it's really good against the Viper. You can break his passive. Other than that, it's just okay, I guess. You can't really break anything on the TB, but it's going to be another way that makes it really hard for PL to die. If he also has Shadow Blade as an option to escape.
Going to be a very easy Roche for them. They do manage to scout it out, but I really don't feel like... Oh gosh, Dismar, yeah. Schofield, hopping around, giving him a couple love taps. Doesn't seem too concerned. He knows that Hector's in the pit with J. Murray. Ooh.
This is like a perfect example of Schofield doing good times to die, basically. Oh, does battery cell interrupt enchant? Maybe it does.
Might die for... Oh, no. Still alive. Throws out the fish. He's got four heroes. No, he's still got the... Oh, he's got one charge. No, is that his one? No, it's not Schofield's wand. Runs right into over on the side. Oh, is he going to be able to make it out? Schofield trying to juke with the illusion. There's going to be another jump. He does eventually expire, though. And I'm not sure this is a good fight here anymore, Beast Coast. Stinger is going to get clicked down. Hector joining in, but he uses the Shadow Blade. He's like, yeah, I don't think this is necessarily the fight we want to take. Man, can you imagine if Schofield survived that?
Yeah, that would have been crazy. I liked what he did at the beginning, the fact that he was running at Clockwork and Darkseer at the start of that, but once Roche was secured, get out, dude. Like, you did not need to stay that long. That death was not good. It was good the first half, but he definitely stuck around too long. And he deny here. Get that gold. Get that gold.
Trying to take down that Cardi first. Oh, they can definitely deny this. Question is, will they?
For TPs.
Well,
they want to lie
I
for
think
buyback TPs.
I think they want to fight. Yeah, like you said, they're quickly gaining speed. Hector, Phantom rushing forwards. Turn back around and cut up car over there. Whisper's still hunting. Like, this is such a long chase. The rest of his team isn't even with him at this point.
If he doesn't cog the PL there, they catch him.
Terrorblade? Oh, nice play by Dismar, though. The wind up. He'll just jump right back again, though, with the enchant totem. Throw out the fissure. A little bit of a force forward, but Schofield just is on the hunt. He wants Dismar's blood. He needs to be careful. Oh, it's a beautiful wall with a bullet on the backside. Just trying to run away, but they're still, yeah, they'll end up taking down Stinger, but Valky just chipped away here by the Phantom Lance. He's gonna be next to fall. Hector going down, but J. Marie, he's here. He's got the BKB. He needs to be careful, though. There's so much damage coming out from Arches right now as Mr. Jeans is running away. Hector chasing him in the back lines. Will be able to get himself that double kill. But the BKB's up over here on this terrible. J. Marie has no health left. Oh my gosh.
All right, they finally hit like a good moment there. They got the TB was on top of the Death Prophet. They're able to do tons of physical damage and just cut through her BKB. And what TB using BKB himself, no Spirit Siphon, no Silence. She can't stay alive there. A Yule's would have been nice, but she didn't itemize into that. She went BKB into Ags to just have more damage, and that might have been a mistake. Even something like a Shiva's Guard might have prevented this from happening in this fight going so bad for Beast Coast, because that was 2 Death Prophet lives, and we did not feel any impact out of it.
I think they did a really good job on G-Pride too, being able to split the fight, because there were definitely 2 things going on. And also, I felt like Hector was kind of beelining in the back towards these supports again. So while he's trying to do, you know, clean up on the back lines, you had the Death Prophet that was tanking everything in the front, and that really caused a lot of problems because she's just not equipped to do it. Like you said, she doesn't have any defensive items.
Just needs a little bit more armor is the minimum of what she needs right now, for sure. West Shadow Demon in trouble.
Yep, I don't think he survives this. It's a cheeky play, though. Gets his own Terrorblade illusions. Hector going back in, though. Does manage to get a revenge kill.
Clockwork can't do anything against PL, actually. It's so useless. He gets on top of you. There's like 6 illusions. Your mana's gone. And what, you hook shot him and cog him maybe, but he's just gonna, especially with the Silver Edge, yeah, he gets across the map so quickly. That was a really good pickup. He'll go Abyssal Blade afterwards. Very common item that's gonna make it so much easier for him to get kills, because you're not gonna see him coming until he's on top of you. He's gonna be able to cross a lot more ground too.
Dasher completed now for Phantom Lancer, and a telescope found. Nice neutral items going on over here. There is a Craggy code available.
Did they must have lost. They might have lost it, actually.
Hector? I don't think he's in any sort of trouble here.
Orbit Destruction's huge. Good pickup.
I feel like the later this goes, the more difficult it becomes for the side of G-Pride.
I would agree with that, yeah. It just feels like they have way more cores. Like Viper, it's basically like Viper and TB, and then everyone else is not going to scale that hard. But Earthshaker's impact always remains amazing throughout the game.
But Viper, oh, yeah, like I said, although they follow up, Dismar was nearby, and look at this, though. There's just too much physical damage coming out from this PL. Are they going to be able to find the final hit, though, to get the kill? Yes, Mr. G's will go down now. Artist going to try to fight with Hector over here on the side. Hector deciding, all right, I want to back off. I want to go for these smaller ones. I want to get the guys who's going to be able to get the save.
Bash.
They don't have any. Yeah, nope, not this time, not today. Schofield finding Valky over here on the side. Will just pop up and help Hector get a double kill.
I just don't see PL not running away with the rest of the game now. Like that fight was a perfect demonstration. Pride's draft. Having PL as that like 4th pick that they grabbed him with the Viper matchup in the mid game against Clockwork, it's just so easy for him to get those kills instantly and simply, especially with the Shadow Blade.
We have all the
They
ghosts.
just don't have the tools to kill him.
Staring longingly at their buildings because they know they can't actually go and save them. Nope. Shift their focus towards bottom racks here. Should be able to mow through them very quickly. There's so many things going on the screen. Oh my gosh. Cantonlands early. Oh yeah, thanks Whisper. I really needed that too.
I mean, they're all alive, but they know. They're so far ahead. Even though the gold advantage doesn't seem like a huge amount, it doesn't matter because their matchups are really good this game. TB is formidable. He's going to do a lot of damage, but once Death Prophet grabs a defensive item or two, plus with a Shadow Demon behind her, they just have to make sure she doesn't get shredded at the start of the fight. Going to Yule's next is what she's trying to build. If she goes Yule's and Shiva's, she doesn't die anymore. Or Yule's and AC. Oh, changing her mind, going for Shiva's now instead. I think that's better personally, because she can buy the plate mail right now anyways. Yule's would buy her 2.5 seconds, but that's not necessarily enough.
Dire are scanning.
Well, I think at this point that she's really allowed to sit further back than before as well now with the rest of the team.
Hector breaking smokes.
Ooh. Like you said, what can Kara do? He can't do anything, the poor guy. Oh, now the follow-up, the silence. Mule's got a little bit of time, but that's a dead Tiny. Schofield is just out for blood. Look at him.
Yeah, they know. As soon as they, I mean, there's already one dead hero. They can kill more. Oh, I think they saw him.
Oh, Mr. Jeans. Yeah, they definitely saw him. The BKB comes out. It doesn't matter, though. That's just going to be a dead Viper. Oh, now they're hemorrhaging kills. Purge. Valky looks like he's going to be next. They get the chain stun.
Is that an echo just now? Yes,
yep.
They knew.
They just, yeah. It's game. It's game.
Can't beat the PL with those heroes. Viper versus PL? Yeah, no thanks. Not interested. Who's doing the AoE? Where's the locked? If they've like, you either need AoE